How do I explain Second Sound to you? It's not simple. Maybe it's best if I just tell you Aoife's story. Aoife was born in 1981, somewhere in Sussex, I can't remember exactly where. She was raised by her mother and her grandmother in a house known locally as the Garden House. This house had been in her family for 5 generations. It was the most important thing in Aoife's life. And yet, for reasons that have never been clear, after her grandmother died, and then a few months later her own mother, the garden house would not be passed down to Aoife. The house went up for sale. There was nothing she could do. All she was left with were the memories of the garden house. They were so clear to her. But nothing was as clear as the sounds of that house, especially the wood pigeons. That sound haunted Aoife. When Aoife was 43 years old, she disappeared, presumed dead after weeks of searching. The reality was that Aoife had found a way to get the garden house back. She had found a second chance. This second chance came in the form of a man known only as Rog. She emptied her savings to pay for what he described as his services. They were his experiments at best.
You cannot leave this place. Your vibrations must stay here, and you can only drink water, only eat bread.
Why?
They are unobtrusive to the process. Explain to me why the wood pigeon?
Strongest memory I have.
Of this house that will save you.
It's followed me all my life, that sound. Does it hurt when I go over?
If you go over and no, there's no pain, no pleasure. It almost has no feeling. But I cannot be sure. I've never experienced it myself.
You've never... How many times have you done this before?
Remember what I said. There can be no doubt. It interferes too much with your vibration.
These tests went on for months. And then one day, Aoife opened up her bedroom door to find a pile of black clothes. It was time. All she could remember was Rog telling her to count to 20. And when she was done, to play the track he had made for her. Everything looked, smelled and sounded just as she remembered, even the way the light fell. But something felt off. The longer she stayed at the garden house, the more natural it started to feel. But that feeling of something being different, of being off, it was strongest when she looked at her reflection. After a few days, Aoife had visitors, 2 of them. They greeted her like good friends, and they had keys to the house. They asked her how she had been, and one of them told her all about the trip they had just taken. They called her Clarice. Who was Clarice? Aoife didn't know. One of them approached her, their face a complete blur, featureless. She was right. Something was different now. Who was this person looking back at her? She remembered the way back to Rog. When she got there, the place had been stripped. There was no sign of Rog or any of the work he had done. But there was a man, disfigured, familiar. She demanded that he fix his mistake, to make her Aoife again.
You cannot leave this place. Your vibrations must stay here. Why? They are unobtrusive to
He simply played recordings of conversations they had had before the second sound.
Strongest memory I have.
of this house will save you.
It's followed me all my life, that sound.
Listening to herself, the self from another reality, Aoife considered jumping out the window.
We've all
But
heard
what a
it,
waste that would have been.
but I hear it in places you shouldn't.
Rog explained that all he had control over was the second sound.
When I'm walking on this street,
Her sound was connected to the garden house,
surrounded by
and that was what she got.
wood pigeons don't live amongst
Everything else that came with it, well, he said that was out of his hands. He told her to make the most of it, and left.